45 is a new game from Pythagoras, which is about solving problems. The year is 2023. Wait, that's now. Anyway, there's a new project and there's this big lunar thing, but there's all sorts of problems in the programming, and we need to fix those by rolling dice. Let me show you. In this game, players are trying to solve problems. You'll have a problem. You'll start with a level 1 problem, but there's common problems that anyone can solve. To solve a problem, this one I need to roll a 2. To solve this one, I need to roll any number, and then a number that's 2 higher, 2 of the same, 3 of a different kind, a number, and then one that's higher, and then 2 higher. This symbol means odd numbers, and then there's, anything here but it's higher than or equal to 15, and this means even numbers. So on a player's turn, the first thing they can do is buy an upgrade. There are 3 different types of upgrades you can buy. This is the cost of them. You'll pay the money here, so I could pay 2 money to buy, for example, another die. I start with 2. I want a 3rd die. When you buy the upgrade, you'll take the cube off and put it on the highest number down here. You can also buy more rerolls, and you can buy the ability to use other players' dice. The reason I'm showing you the game box is because that is where dice are placed. So let's say it's my turn. I will roll these dice. I got this one. That problem's finished. I also could finish this problem, but I can only finish one problem on my turn, although you will get a bonus action at the end of your turn that will let you finish an extra problem. So, that seems like a good idea here. So the first thing you do in your turn is you buy an upgrade. Then you'll resolve problems by rolling dice. I put it here. This problem's resolved. It's going to go over here. I'll get that die on my next turn. You then have a bonus action. So like I said, I could do a second problem. I will do that. I'll solve this problem, which shows a new one available. Another bonus action is you can take the top level of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and give yourself another problem that only you can work on. And then the third thing you can do, and it's the big thing here, is validation. Over here, I can essentially sell these here, and I'm going to multiply this times this number that's showing here, the highest number. So this starts at 2. 2 times 3, I'm going to get 6. So if I had 6 here, I would go up to 12, and I would take one of these tokens here. Interesting enough, when you take these tokens, and I have checks that are 10s and 50s, you'll go up here, but you can only spend money here, which means if you end on 0 somehow, you don't have any spending cash to buy upgrades. Also, when you buy these upgrades, you'll be flipping them to the other side, so they're going to go from cheaper to more expensive to cheaper and back and forth. You're going to keep going till all these common problems are gone. At that point, everyone will sell their stuff for 0.5 times the number here, and whoever has the most points is the winner. I wish I like this one more because, again, there's a lot of cool things in this that are interesting. It's a Yahtzee-style game. You roll dice, you buy upgrades. Do I want to buy more re-rolls? Or later on, those re-rolls turn into +1 or -1 from dice. Do I want to buy more dice? Do I want to buy the ability to use other players' dice? That stuff's great. Unfortunately, you roll dice and see if you match something out in the middle, and there's so few common problems and so few of your own problems that you're going to do well or you're not, and just whoever rolls better is going to win the game. That's just all there is to it. The idea of selling them back at the bottom for money, and every time you get to 10, you take a thing, but you only spend the money that's up there, that's a little wonky and weird. It's okay. But I felt like the bigger projects are really hard to do, but they give you more points. The smaller projects are small and simple to do, but taking a project as your bonus action is not as interesting as finishing 2 projects, and if you roll well, that's what you get to do. So the game plays quickly. It's interesting, but it kind of has a very quick end, and since the amount of points you get from, turning your problems in gets less and less as the game goes by, it has a curve that feels a little unsatisfying. Things don't get cooler as they go by. I mean, you get cooler abilities, re-rolls, and more dice, but your points go down. So it's kind of a weird, wonky back and forth. So I like the concept of it. I like a lot of the ideas in it, but this one is just a 6 for me. It looks very drab, and that doesn't help the situation at all.